Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley. The Raiders at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign in the opening drive. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 14-yard line. First down throw for Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And the Raiders pick it up. That he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mills. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Define Diablo, dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Throwing on first down is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line. 6:37.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers are beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on his first quarter of play. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. after the INT. It's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score. Raiders 28, Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mills. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mills now. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mills again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 30 on second down, Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Carr now on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mills. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Mills to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. It's complete to Fuller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Warner. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
22-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
First down, Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Working out of the gun, Mills. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On first down, Carr buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
29.
Now Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And some room to work. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped them.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Here's Cameron Johnston now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down.
Mills. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And there's another stat. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
From the gun, here's Mills. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Mills on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A first down throw for Mills. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mills. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Looking to throw is Mills. And now here's another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. After the pick 6 a moment ago, here's Mills again.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Mills now.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
Mills. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught at the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
First down.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Call that a very a strong gain of 24.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Carr going to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Throwing, Mills.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Mills. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. To throw, Mills. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Carr going to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfro. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're
trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Harris, and the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle.
And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, Houston.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Carr going to look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10, 14-yard.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both
we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Las Vegas,